Reverend Ellen Rasmussen, Senior Pastor at Brown Deer United Methodist Church, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. And it is my great joy to welcome you to Devotionals for the Home for the Earn, Save, Give, Wesley's Simple Rules for Money worship series. These devotions for the home are written by Frank Ramirez, and I want to share with you the introduction to week 2, where our focus is earn all you can. When was the last time you were surprised by what the preacher had to say? I'll never forget an old guy in the first congregation I served who had been in the church all of his life. He sat in the back row and went to sleep during the sermon every Sunday morning. One day on the way out of worship, he explained his behavior. "Well, preacher," he said, "I listened to the first part of your sermon, and when I know I can trust what you're going to say, I figure I can get in a good nap." It became my personal challenge to surprise that guy with something he didn't expect, just to keep him awake. I suspect that many of John Wesley's most faithful followers were a lot like those of us who listen to sermons every Sunday morning. We may not go to sleep, but once we hear the scripture and listen to the opening illustrations, we often assume that we know what the preacher is going to say. The challenge for the preacher is to surprise us with something we didn't expect to hear. John Wesley's sermon, The Use of Money, must have come as a surprise to some of the early Methodists. It still has the power to take us by surprise. The surprise came when Wesley contradicted the assumption that wealth and money are inherently evil. Instead, Wesley called money an excellent gift of God. Wesley raised the bar on the spiritual importance of money when he called it a most compendious instrument of transacting all manner of business, and if we use it according to the Christian wisdom of doing all manner of good. Wesley declared the right use of money to be an excellent branch of Christian wisdom that is not sufficiently considered by those whom God hath chosen out of the world, neither do they understand how to employ it to the greatest advantage. Wesley's critique of Christians who do not know how to manage or use money to the greatest advantage could still to apply to many faithful people and congregations today. I've known people who believe that wise financial planning was somehow a contradiction of their trust in God. I've known congregations that functioned without wise management of their resources and without adequate methods of financial accountability. Regardless of the sincerity of their faith, sooner or later, those individuals and congregations always end up in some kind of financial crisis. By contrast, I've been grateful for the wise, experienced, and deeply faithful laypersons in every congregation I've served who use their best knowledge and experience with money to guide the church in the wise stewardship of the gifts of God's people. Their financial wisdom is not a contradiction of their faith, but an expression of it. From Earn, Save, Give by James Harnish. So this is the introduction to our readings for the week. And I invite you to come back tomorrow where our theme is Earn while the earning is good. On Tuesday, If Only. On Wednesday, Just Like Ferris, sort of. On Thursday, Dropping a Hint. On Friday, Favorite Founder. And on Saturday, we're going to share activities that you can do as individuals and families to grow your discipleship, to grow your understanding of how to use money wisely for the purposes that God has instructed. So thank you for being a part of this journey. We invite you to join us for worship experiences at 9:30 on Sunday mornings here on YouTube and Facebook. And at 8 a.m. on Sunday mornings, we have Reflections with Pastor Ellen, roughly 15 minutes where we share a perspective for the day. And so we invite you to come, learn, love, so that together we can make an impact as we serve as agents of justice, healing, and hope. Thank you for traveling with us on this journey. Blessings.